If you want to get results like this, like this, like this in the first 30 days, let me walk you through a proven process to help you knock the credit bureaus out. See, when it comes to fixing your credit, I don't want this process to be overcomplicated, right? Just want this to be simple. One a simple process that you can follow to get results in the first round, the second round, the third round, every single round that you send letters out. Is it 100% guarantee when it comes to fixing your credit? No. Experian, TransUnion, Equifax play crazy, as we know. But if we consistently send out letters every single month, you're going to see the results, right? And I'm going to walk you through the process of how I'm going to help this specific client, right? This is going to be the first round, take you through the process of what I plan on doing, right? So in the first round, as you can see right here, this person's credit report or this person's overview of their account, you can see Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, they have low credit scores. Like, I'm not trying to, yes, I wish I could remove everything off in the first round, but it's not going to happen, right? We'll get multiple deletions. We'll probably get a few, whatever the case may be. But most importantly, if we consistently send out a letter every single round, right? And when people come to me and I talk to them, they usually don't send off letters in the first, like, I don't know. When I get on the phone with people, I ask them, like, how long you been following me? How long you been watching videos? I've been watching videos for about a year. I send off your first letter? No. And I'm like, why haven't people send off their first round of letters? Like, is it overcomplicated? Am I saying, like, I want to make this process very simple, right? There's a lot of information, personal information, inquiries, um, charge offs, collections, all that. But most importantly, if you send off your first letter, right, you go to freesecretletter.com. But if you don't want to use that letter, it's just, I'm going to show you really quick. But as you can see, this account right here, 39 items on this person's credit report, right? When it comes to accounts, inquiries, 10 inquiries, no public records, 19 collections, 0 accounts past due, 29 items positive, 39 items are negative. Same experience, as you can see, a little bit different, right? We can go 35 accounts, 10, 22 collections, 27 positive, 40 negative, right? As you can see with TransUnion, a little bit different, right? So every credit bureau is a little bit different. And when you look at your report, it's not going to look like this, but you're going to see an overview kind of like this when you have your identity IQ or whatever credit report. You're going to see an overview of, all right, you have these many accounts, these many inquiries, you have these things going on. You see an overview of what's hurting your credit score. Now, what can you do, right? Now, I do everything based off of the Fair Credit Reporting Act, right? Because there's so much information out there that's telling you to do this, do that, do that. And my process is really simple. People's been getting results, right? Consistently. And the reason why is because it's based off of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. I don't have to come up with no gimmicks. I don't have to come up with no extra stuff. Everything is based off of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So, based off of 15 USC 1681, the reason why I know this is because I've been doing this for a while. Know this by heart. 15 USC 1681 EB. All right. Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax has to show maximum possible accuracy of your accounts, right? So with this person's credit profile, right, what we plan on doing is, of course, removing the negative items. But most importantly, we got to get the utilization down as well, because that's another factor of your credit score. Payment history, amounts owed, age, credit mix, new accounts. All those play a factors into your credit score. So I can remove everything off your credit report, but you can have maxed out credit cards and you're still going to have bad credit, right? So we have to, of course, work together to get the credit score to where you want it to be. So removing the negative items is one part, right? The other part is paying down your credit card balance. It's going to take time to it's going to take time to pay down your balance. And it's okay. This is not overnight, tomorrow, fix this thing process, right? What we want to do is get the utilization down, all right, to where it needs to be at zero, right? And then, of course, as we're doing this and removing the negative items, right, every single month, you're going to see an improvement of your credit score. You're going to see your credit score go up and down, up and down. It's going to be all a part of the process, just giving you an understanding of what to expect when it comes to fixing your credit. Throughout the months, you're going to see your credit score go up and down, but just be patient, because as you remove the negative items and you get everything off and you pay down your credit card balances, you're going to see the credit score that you deserve. I'm sorry I haven't gotten into everything, but I just want to get that part out the way. So as you're doing that, right, most importantly, paying down your balances and removing the negative items, right? What we want to do is look at every single account, right? You want to look at all the negative accounts that's holding your credit score back. With this specifically, you can see an overview of an account, right? You look at every single account, and the reason why you can get this account removed from your report is based off of the inconsistent and inaccurate information on this report. According to the Fair Credit Reporting Act, like we just talked about, all this has to be complete and accurate, right? Everything. And as you can see, it's not complete and accurate. Like the open date messed up, date last active, date of last payment, payment history, all this stuff is messed up, right? It's not consistent. It's not showing accuracy. It's not showing the correct information. You're going to look at all your accounts and you're going to see that positive, negative, close, open, whatever the case may be, you're going to see the inconsistent information. Now, it doesn't mean that, hey, just because it's inconsistent, that it's going to come off in the first round. No, that does not mean it's going to come off in the first round. But what it does mean is you can get this account removed in the first round. I don't care if you owe the money. That's not my problem. Life happened, whatever the case may be. But most importantly, you can get this account based off of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. You owe the money, life happened, take care of your situation, but you can remove this account without waiting 7 years for it to fall off your report. That's what I'm trying to say. And as long as you continue sending letters in every single month, you're going to see results. You're going to see the deletions. But if you don't send nothing in, you're not going to get nothing removed. All right, so go over every single item on your report and just look to see if it's inconsistent. And then what we're going to do is leverage the Fair Credit Reporting Act to help us get the account removed from your report, right? Because most people don't want to talk to a lawyer. Most people are, scared. I understand. You're going to do the same exact thing. Here's just another example, right? And some of your accounts might look like this. Like, hey, you might not have all three accounts on all three credit reports. So some of them might be 2 out of the 3. And as you can see, you're going to see the same exact thing. Inconsistent information. Same exact thing. Mostly all the time, date open, last reported, date last active, payment history is not accurate. And what you can do is leverage the Fair Credit Reporting Act to help you remove the account from your report. And it's that simple, right? And then from there, what you want to do is just create your letter based off of the law, right? So based off of the law, what we want to do is just create a letter, right? Now, I know I talk about other things you can do when it comes to fixing your credit, right? Like personal information, but I don't want that to get in the way of you sending off your first letter to help you get the account removed off your report. Clean up your personal information, remove the hard inquiries. I don't want that to get in the way. So what we want to do is send off your letter, right? Forget the personal information, forget all that, right? Get your letter out. Now, once you get your letter out, send off the letter to remove personal information, send off your letter to remove the hard inquiries, but get the letter out to remove the accounts from your report. Because what I see is, oh, I got to do personal information, I got to freeze the snitches, I got to do all this extra stuff. Get your first letter out. Forget all that extra stuff. Get your first letter out, then clean up your personal information, then clean up your hard inquiries, right? Because I want y'all to get results, all right? Now, if you want to do in order, where you send off your personal information letter, you send off your hard inquiries, and you send off your letter, do it that way. But get the first letter out. All right. Now, here's the first letter that I've been, talking about, right? The first letter, let me show you. This is the letter, right? Really simple. I don't want to, overcomplicate this, but it's just based off of the Fair Credit Reporting Act, right? First name, middle initial, last name, right? Address, cities, today's date. Who are you talking to? Are you talking to Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, right? Put that right there, highlighted it. I was looking over my report and I noticed though these accounts listed below are not assuring maximum possible accuracy according to the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Delete accounts listed below for violation of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. All right, we're getting aggressive in the first round because open date, date last active, all that stuff is not inconsistent, right? So all you're doing is putting the account name and the account number, right? You get the account name and account number, and then you put that right there. and then you send this letter off, and you add two forms of identification or 2 to 3 forms of identification, and you send this either certified or uncertified. If you don't send it certified, you probably don't know when Experian, TransUnion, Equifax actually got your letters. That's why I say send it certified. But if it costs too much to send it certified, if you don't have the money, just send it regular postage, right? Add 2 stamps, whatever, send off your letter. All right. Don't overcomplicate this. Just get your first letter out. Make sure you have a copy of it or take a picture of it to know that, hey, I sent this letter out, right? And this is the process I use for every single client, right? First round, we're leveraging this specific law. The reason why is because this is a general law that basically you're going to get all the violations, because what's going to happen is Experian, TransUnion, Equifax are going to violate your rights. After you get this letter, they're not going to update, they're not going to modify, they're not going to fix anything, which would then help you use mostly a lot of laws in the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So that's what's next. But we got to get the first round out first to actually leverage the other multiple laws to help us get deletions in the next round and the round after that and the round after that, right? So use this specific letter, get out, send it certified, and just get your letters out. All right. Hold up. Now I forgot to mention. I want to show you because I want to walk you like the process. We gonna get results. The reason why I know we're gonna get results in the first round is because I've been doing this for a while. But as you can see, this person right here has 94 items that need to be removed off of their credit report, right? Including personal information, accounts, inquiries, all of that, right? And we're going to get these removals. Not all of them are going to get removed in the first round, but we're going to get deletions. And I'm going to give you an update in the next 30 days or about 35 days of the results of this person's report, right? But I just wanted to show you the overview of what's going on with this client. And I'm on next month, I'm going to create a video and we're going to do the before and after of what got removed, what didn't get removed, and everything. So you can see that, hey, this process works. You just got to stick with it.